So when we started Cali, we really wanted to build that community spirit. Okay, so this week, inundated with volunteer offers. I almost didn't know where to put everybody. What a fantastic place to be in. So thank you, and a massive round of applause to all of our volunteers.
It's just a really lovely team of volunteers. You know, you've got marshals who are really supportive all around the course.
We have regular volunteers, we have regular runners, and if they're not here, we notice that they're not here, so we reach out to them.
Yeah. It's just such a great sense of, you know, friendship and coming together in community to share the green spaces.
Ruby was the very first person who stepped up as a volunteer, and I remember volunteering my first time and her coming over and just encouraging me, making sure that you clap as loud as you possibly can.
Well done.
She was just so full of life and so enthusiastic. She loved parkrun.
She had done a bit of running before, and one time, I've got a lovely photo from us one time where she sort of wanted to try running again, and I said, well, I'll run with you, we can run, walk, whatever, have a chat as we go round, and we had a lovely run, walk round the course.
If you're volunteering, you're giving back to the people who are running and the people who are organising.
Ruby always used to take our DV volunteers, so our young people volunteering under her wing, and she would gather them up at Ruby's Corner and she would just infuse them with her enthusiasm. She would inject her enthusiasm to them.
She just enjoyed the atmosphere, encouraging people, making sure they were happy while they were running, helping people get up the hill.
So that first feeling of, oh my word, we've got to go up this hill, and there's always Ruby with that enormous infectious smile and the enthusiasm, you can do this, you can do this, the pretend pushing you up the hill to really make you get there. It was a motivation that I've never experienced anywhere else.
And she'd be cheering away and I'd be going past, and by that time I was exhausted, and she'd be shouting, Elaine, keep your knees up, or, you know, something else. I was, ooh.
When I was training for a marathon, I would always run 2 park run, and Ruby would be there at Ruby's Corner, and she'd be like, so what's your distance today? And I'd be like, 15 miles so far. She'd be like, oh my God, that's amazing. Just, honestly, the woman was formidable.
Somebody fell over halfway over a tree stump, so she ran over there to help. She fell over herself, landed on her stomach, and then had a few pains in her stomach for a few weeks. Actually, the following week, she came over to our house, got the train over, came over, she was fine. She, you know, said she was a bit uncomfortable, got on the train back home, so she was up and about doing everything as normal. Still wasn't right for a couple of weeks in October, and then she went to the went to the doctors. They then sent her off to have a scan, and that's when it came back saying that she had cancer.
There was always the hope that she would get better. You just couldn't believe anything bad could happen to Ruby. You know, it wouldn't have been fair.
She was very ill one day in the beginning of November. Went to hospital, they did the checks, did a scan, and that's when it came back saying that she had that's when they told us it was terminal, so yeah.
After I'd heard, I just couldn't sort of stop thinking about it. I didn't know what was going to happen, obviously. Jill told me she was really ill, and but there was a rainbow on the way back after the storm cleared. There was a rainbow, but it wasn't until afterwards that I sort of found out that she'd passed away then, and so I kind of think of it as like Ruby's rainbow, but yeah.
It was literally 5 weeks from finding out to her passing was 5 weeks.
Yeah, it was really, really hard.
She was just a wonderful, wonderful lady and sorely missed by us all.
She was just one of the best people I've ever met.
Installing the ethos of parkrun about being something for everyone, and everyone can take part. So that's kind of what Ruby gave to those young people, but also anybody that volunteered with Ruby, that's what she gave them. The sense of everyone belongs somewhere and everybody can do it in their own way. We have a bench, but she's always there.
And even now you feel somebody's pushing you up that hill to get you there.
She's always there.
But when I go past the bench, I still say, morning, Ruby.
Morning, Elaine.
Morning, Ruby. I keep my knees up.
The bench means a hell of a lot. It's a beautiful kind of piece to remember Mum by.
The first run of December every year will always be known as Ruby's Run, and this year we will also be having a collection for a food bank as well, whilst we do that to encourage our participants to give back to, and we know that Ruby would have appreciated it and joined in, but we will always remember Ruby and do something special.
When we found out that they were going to make a film on Mum, obviously it was really, really nice, really flattering, because we just didn't expect it at all. Nice knowing that she'll be remembered.